What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol BB for BlackBerry Ltd. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, I need to let you know they gave us an earnings announcement after the bell today, so let's flip on the extended hour session here and see what's going on with the number. Zooming in, what you'll notice is quite a bit of volatility, but not a whole lot of direction, right? At one point in time, we were well above the highs of today's session, up around 955. Clearly, that was all taken back and some. The low of the overnight as of right now is closer to about 870, and we've sort of middled out. Current price is around 909. So as of right now, we are slated to be opening inside of today's range, but please do keep in mind a lot can happen between now and 9:30 when the bell actually rings. So given what we have in front of us, I want to just talk about the daily and sort of what's going on here. Whoa, some funky zooming going on. But basically, big area of range, okay? Some consolidation. You can call it balance. You can call it whatever you want to call it. However, nothing's, at least nothing dramatic at least, is going to happen inside of BlackBerry until we can either take out these highs at 940 for a breakout or a breakdown underneath $8.63. And let's quickly just come on over to the trade tab. And what you'll notice is that this is easy to borrow, so you can short the shares. And there's plenty of volume here on the put side of the option chain. And notice the at the money strike only has a 1 cent spread, which is fantastic, to be quite honest with you. So if you are interested in shorting it, it is doable here, at least in Thinkorswim. So what are the targets going to be on a break one way or another? Then we'll dive into the direction, at least, and what I think is more probable. To the upside, it's all about 10 the whole dollar. You can see we did get a couple of interactions here, slightly underneath, 5 cents below at 9.95. So just watch out for 10. It's the psychological number, right, on a breakout up and over here. As we know, we're kind of around 910 as of right now in the post market, 909. So back in the middle of the range. It's not like we've broken out based on the earnings announcement, which is slightly concerning, right? If earnings is not a big enough catalyst to take it up and out of this range that we've been trading in, then what's it going to take to get BlackBerry up and out of it? Just something to ponder. To the downside, what do we have as support underneath us if this is sort of to break down? I would start to look at this around 780, we'll call it, just for round numbers sake. The other thing I would point out about what's going on here is that we are getting a daily bear flag, right? If I come in with the fibs from the high of the most recent move down to the low, you can clearly see that your 38.2 is well overhead here. It's not even like the 38.2 is coinciding with the top end of the range. And again, just to reiterate where the flag is happening, there's your bear flag. A breakdown here, again, gets us much closer to that $7.80 mark inside of BlackBerry. And we already checked, it is shortable. It's very doable if you want to take advantage of the breakdown here in BlackBerry, if that's what ultimately pans out. Now, I do want to mention that we are slated to be opening, as of right now, in the midpoint of a range. And generally speaking, your edge literally does not exist in the midpoint of a range. It exists literally at the edges, right? Breakout or mean reversion, and the same is true but opposite at the bottom, mean reversion or a breakdown. So I would say be careful here on BlackBerry and be more patient, right? You're either looking for, just to reiterate one more time, the breakout up and over this for 10 or down and under 863 for 780. Nothing we can really learn about the 30-minute. Maybe there's just a choppy level kind of smack in the middle, which again would sort of reiterate the point of not wanting to get involved at the midpoint of the range. And the reason I point this level out would simply be that we get congestion here, a little bit of congestion there, but more importantly, high congestion and sort of open/hold of today's session. So to me, if it consolidates up here, yeah, it does set up the more bullish case for the breakout higher. If we fall back down into the lower half, obviously setting up the case for the move lower. And there is a support area here at 850, but overwhelmingly, because the daily trend is so strong to the downside, I wouldn't really factor in too much. If the daily range starts to break down here, just be on the lookout. Either step aside, don't get involved to the long side, or look for shorts via short shares or puts into 780. That's really going to wrap up the video here inside of BlackBerry. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know in the comment section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.